Alright folks, and welcome back to the Don's channel. I am the Donfather, and I've got another parcel opening video. This time it is just a single parcel, and the reason being I've looked at what it is, and it's only a single item, and it's an extremely exciting single item, to say the least. Before I start, I want to give a massive mention to the sender. It was Salmon from Queensland in Australia, so thanks very much, mate. This is too kind. I'm really excited about it. I have absolutely no idea who it's from, but all I know is this. It is a signed AFL jersey. Guernsey. It just says signed AFL jersey, so I presume it's possibly a Guernsey or maybe a training t-shirt, I do not know. So, without any further ado, let's open this. So excited. Oh my word, I know the team already. Now names are starting to run around in my head of who it could be. Oh my lord, right, let's see. Oh my word, look at this. Oh my word, look at this. That is absolutely outstanding. It's an indigenous Adelaide Crows Guernsey, and 18 on the back, signed 18. Now there is paperwork in here, so I'm going to read this, alright? This is incredible, right, listen to this. This is from Salmon. I'm going to read this note. Typed up, really lovely, neat and tidy. Dear Douglas and the Don family, that's my name, so not a lot of people know me by my Christian name. Thanks very much, mate. Thank you for supporting the Queensland and New South Wales, or supporting Queensland and New South Wales in this terrible bushfire crisis. Just having us in your thoughts means a lot. We're used to hot summers here in Brisbane, but these bushfires are literally hell on earth. The difference this year is the drought and the lack of thunderstorms that we usually have, so there's no respite for anyone. I'm not in the fire zone, sorry, but I feel sorry for those affected by it. I even feel sorry for New South Wales, which is rare for most Queenslanders. Check out the State of Origin fights on YouTube and you understand, laughing out loud. I actually do understand, mate. And the silver lining though is seeing how people pull together in these times of crisis, except for our politicians who are carrying on like W's. As always, in 2011 the floods were our last major crisis in southeast Queensland, and we'll get through this crisis thanks to our amazing emergency services, volunteers and all-round community spirit, including donors like you. Every single dollar counts. Thank you so much for the kind words there, and you're absolutely spot on, mate, about that. Secondly, I want to thank you for embracing Australian culture and our great game of Aussie Rules football. Other YouTubers have gone down this path, but you're the only one who I know does it out of love and not the views. While I'm disappointed that you haven't picked a team yet, I kind of have now with the Bulldogs, mate, but I see what you maybe didn't know that, that's okay. I do understand the struggle of picking a team in a foreign sport. Aston Villa were an easy choice for me, having the same colours as the Lion crest, the Brisbane Lions. But I cannot pick any team in the US sport. I feel the same. I'm just glad that you enjoy the game and that you appreciate great players, even non-flashy ones like Luke Hodge. I really enjoy those sorts of players there. Mitch Robinson as well, another player that I really like for that sort of team spirit, fighting spirit that he has, and Luke Hodge epitomised that, so thanks very much. To think that him, Gary Ablett Jr. and Chris Judd were all in the same draft class in 2001. Wow, you're spot on, mate. While I'm on the theme of great players, I want to give you this jersey. I originally bought it for myself, but I no longer have the room for it after getting my Lions jersey signed and framed for the Brisbane boys last season. Wow, that is outstanding. I bought it out of love for a great player, and more importantly a great person, arguably the most celebrated Indigenous player in the game. See, I'm not too sure what the 18 is, but I think I know who it is, right? I've not read down, and I'm nearly sure it's 18 because I've looked at him so many times in it, and now he said Indigenous. I'm getting very excited because most people would go, oh my lord, he's got 18. Oh, what a gift. And I know this is an incredible gift, but I want to read down the letter. I'm getting excited now, right? Okay, I'll go back to that. I bought this out of love for a great player and more importantly a great person, arguably the most celebrated Indigenous player in the game. He has 600 goals, 4 goals of the year and 3 All-Australian honours. Well, he became a Blue in the off-season. Mate, you know how much I love this player too. I know who it is now. You've confirmed it with a Blue in the off-season. 1 second, mate. He will always be a legend at Westlakes. If you haven't guessed his name yet, and I have guessed his name yet, he is Eddie Betts. Oh my word. Mate. Fucking hell. Just stop for a second. He's not finished that there. I'm going to get back to it. It's Eddie Betts' Guernsey. And it's an Indigenous one. Adelaide Crows. Absolutely love Eddie Betts. Anybody that's been watching my videos knows how much I like this man, how much I appreciate the talent of him. And as he says, over 600 goals for the Blues originally, then the Crows, back at the Blues. And look at that, signed by the great man himself. And do you know what? As he said, not only a great player, a great human being, really good guy. Oh my word, this is getting framed. I've 3 really special Guernseys now. I have 4 really special Guernseys that need to be framed. This one, given the stature of the player, is the greatest of them all. What he is to the sport, I cannot thank you enough, mate. I'm actually shaking a little bit here. Sorry for the interruption. Come on, go back out a wee second. Stay there then. Stay there, over there. I'm just going to finish the letter. Sorry for the interruption. I was trying to do this quietly. Westlake, if you haven't guessed his name yet, it's Eddie Betts. This is a signed replica of Crows 2018 Indigenous jersey. Frame it or wear it. But not a Port Adelaide game, speaking of. Frame it or wear it, but not a Port Adelaide game. Speaking of, I highly recommend Adelaide as a weekend footy trip. Well, I am going to Adelaide and I cannot wait. I've got lots of friends of the channel who are Port Adelaide fans and indeed Crows fans. So this gift here, I'd imagine a lot of Crows fans that are watching my channel for a while now will be absolutely blown away at this gift. They will love this gift. And as the same way as I do, you honestly, mate. And it is a short flight from East Coast and is a small charming city with an incredible stadium. The East Coast is where it's at though. Sydney and Melbourne are a must see, but Brisbane and the surrounds are incredible for a road trip. And mate, I really want to go up there too. I just don't know if we're going to get the chance on the first trip. I really would love to. This includes the Sunshine Coast, the Gold Coast, Byron Bay and New South Wales. You are most welcome to stay with me in Brisbane, or I can show you around the city. Followers of the channel, I'm sure, would put on a function to organise AFL tickets if you ever came to Australia. I hope to meet you one day, Greg Salmon. My lord, mate. I don't know where to begin at how grateful I am for this gift. For so many reasons. The lovely personalised note, the deep thought that's went into it, your generosity at parting with such a special item for yourself. I would never doubt that, and I would imagine that was a really special item for you, even if you're a Lions supporter, purely because of what you said, the great name and great stature of the player. And man, is Eddie Betts. He's a player who I absolutely love. I really love the Indigenous players, and in particular Eddie Betts, for what he's done in his career. The flair player, the pocket rocket. My word, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm getting excited about this gift. The goals that I've covered on my channel, and when I've covered him, Eddie Betts, obviously being back at the Blues, I'm super excited to see him back at the Blues, because he's going to be you know, developing the younger players, showing them better ways to kick the ball, how to deal with pressure in certain situations. He's going to be developing the youngsters at the Blues, who are a very young team, back where it all began for him. And I'm sure it's quite an emotional thing for him, pulling that blue Guernsey on when he goes back out there for the first time in 2020 again. So to get his Crows Guernsey from yourself, number 18 inside. I thought at the back of my head when I seen 18, I thought this is Eddie Betts. But when I read down the letter and then you said Blues, boom! Wow, mate! I can't explain the sheer joy that you've gave me with this gift. It means an absolute great deal to think that you're enjoying my channel, you're grateful for what we're doing or trying to do to raise money for obviously the crisis in Australia. It's a national crisis now. It's not just New South Wales and Queensland like I had mentioned previously. It's obviously spreading now with the dry season, as you've mentioned, obviously the increase in temperatures, and for other reasons as well that we'll probably not go into right now in the video that everybody knows about why this is happening. I'm going to continue with the fundraising. We've raised over about probably in there around £250 mark, which probably sits in and around 500 Australian dollars. So I mean, it's not a huge amount of money, but it's absolutely brilliant so far, given my small community that I have on the channel. And it's quite hard to expand in Australia, being an outsider and not knowing the sort of avenues that I could go down to help grow the fundraising as such. But I would like to take this opportunity to say anything anybody can do, whether it's fundraising or indeed helping people in the community that are struggling right now, maybe lost their home or lost their belongings. It's coming up to Christmas time. If you can donate toys, I don't know, anything, gifts at Christmas, bearing in mind the time of the year it is, or just a good, healthy, fun fundraisers that could really be beneficial to the fire service. And the one that I'm doing as well, Thirsty Koalas, when you see the numbers of koalas that they think's probably been killed in this situation, or this crisis, sorry, and also the fact that they're functionally extinct now, which means their habitat will probably never get back to what it was. But going back to the gift anyway, my word, mate, I mean seriously, you really didn't have to. I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad you did. It's an unbelievable gift, mate. But as you say, you've made way for your pride of place, your item, your Brisbane Lions stuff that you've done in your room there. And I know how much that must mean to you. But to part with such an iconic player, arguably one of the greatest of the modern era or in the game ever, in Eddie Betts. Look at it though. The indigenous Guernseys are something else. I've just done a ranking of them, and Adelaide Crows one from 2019 was, I think, one of my favourites. And this is an absolute beautiful Guernsey. But to get this player's Guernsey and that signature, it's an absolute honour to receive that. That really means a lot. I will get that framed. I have a couple of Guernseys to get framed. That's the second AFL player I've got. I've got two of Conor McKenna of Essendon and Eddie Betts, and another one that really is going to mean a lot to me. A young man, a young kid playing the game and loving it for all the right reasons. Young Fletcher there, 12 years old, gave me his first ever signed Guernsey. So I hope he can make it into the AFL. That would be absolutely outstanding. He could fulfil his dreams. And do it, and I will have received the first ever Guernsey that he's ever signed. So hopefully he can do it for himself, most importantly, and for me as well, because I'll have the item, proudly have the item there. So 4 really special Guernseys now that we've got to the channel, and other Guernseys too that we've been sent that are gifts, and we're extremely grateful for as well. But just in terms of the signings and player Guernseys and stuff, they're that level above it just because of that. So thanks very much, mate. I can't begin to tell you how much I'm grateful for this, and all your kind words in the letter. I really like reading the letters that people send, and I wish you health, your health and happiness over Christmas, and also that you remain safe during this terrible bushfire crisis that's going on in Australia. Our thoughts as a channel and a family go out to you all and anybody that might be affected. But wow, mate, what a fucking gift. Speechless. Thank you very much. Thanks very much, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to the Don's channel if you like seeing these little gifs or whatever video, AFL videos or Australian videos or just general videos of our family. Do feel free to subscribe and share any videos you like with your friends and family. Also, if you want to check out our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, you can follow us. All of that will be in the description section below of how you can do that, and other ways in which you can help fund and support the channel, such as Patreon. You can become a patron of the channel, which quite a couple of people recently have done. Thank you very much to them. Really does mean a lot when people do that, because they're helping us to fulfill our dream of getting to Australia for our vlogging trips, to do our AFL vlogging trips and our touristy vlogging trips of our time in Australia. Hopefully in June and July in 2021. That is the plan anyway. That's what we're aiming towards as the channel. So thanks very much from the bottom of my heart for that gift, Greg, mate. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it. Thank you, mate. Take care and see you all soon. Goodbye.